Hello guys, and welcome to episode 91 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Von Carsteins on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be taking Black Iron Mine and also Karak Azul with Isabella. So let's grab Isabella here. We will go and smash Ogak Tooth Taker. So it's going to be a relatively difficult battle. I've just got to make sure that I stick on top of my Blood Knight micro so that I can lock down the Orc Boar Boy Biggins. That's the main thing. Other than that, the frontline engagement should be fine because there's actually no Black Orcs. I didn't realise that. Let's jump in and fight this on the battle map. If we win this, then we take Karak Azul with barely any resistance, which is really nice. Also, winning this battle does allow Vlad to take the other settlement, Black Iron Mine, without having to worry about helping Isabella. She's a strong, independent woman. She can do it on her own. Right, let's stick over on this right side since that's where the reinforcements are coming in. And then we will have the Mortis Engine and Crypt Horrors behind, with the Vargolfs, of course. And this is going to be our main force. Then we've got the Blood Knights for the right and left flanks, with all of my vampires in the middle, as well as the Vargeists that I'll probably end up forgetting about. Let's start the deployment, start the battle. I'm actually going to send the Vargeists forwards first, just because I will forget about them otherwise. Oh, I completely messed up the formation, it's so annoying. Well, we'll just have to do it again. Right, time to have the Blood Knights move up. Let's put them into two different groups just to make it easier on the micro.
Isabella von Carstein.
I could probably put the Vargeists in a group as well, just so that on the keyboard I can quickly select them. I think this is roughly the size of like a normal 20 stack. Not terribly difficult. Just going to wait for my units to get in position though. And then we will control group them again. Like lock the control group, that is. And I'll start running towards them. There we go. I just want to kind of match them as much as I can, whilst my Blood Knights move on the flanks, where the Savage Orc Boar Boys will be.
Isabella von Carstein.
Alright, doing well. More spell there, didn't really do too much. Just continue forwards as much as possible, and then I'll give the attack order at the latest point I can.
Order of the Blood Dragon, with haste.
Okay, here we go. Give them the charge order. I'm going to have these trolls killed off by the Blood Knights. I'm also going to have to charge into the Orc Boar Boy Biggins. I didn't realise they were just going to frontal charge us. That's like something. Oh well. Now's my Blood Knights to just go around the back here. My Vargolfs just decided to engage some guys there. Alright, let's come into the Orc Biggins. My Mortis Engine's completely surrounded, so let's have my Lords go and help it out. Get that invocation down. Let me give it the weapon strength. Okay. Just smash into the Night Goblins, get them out of the way. I'm going to smash into the back of the Orc Biggins, just because it's a hammer and anvil charge. On this right side, time to break through and start attacking their ranged forces. Oh, that's a nasty spell they hit us with there.
Mortis engine.
But looks like we're starting to terrify quite a lot of their units, which is good. Well, we can get straight into the Doomed Diver Catapult unless we want to kill the poor boy Biggins. Let's have the Vargeist go in there. Actually, let's have the Vargeist kill off all the ranged units for me. Meanwhile, on the left flank, we want to engage the Broken Tusk mob.
Life ends.
I need to make sure that my vampires are killing stuff still as well. I'll have Isabella get involved with the Poor Boy Biggins, and we'll have the Vargolf move over to the left side. These Graveguard aren't actually doing too well. Let's have the Crypt Horrors charge in there. Meanwhile, we'll have these Vargeists come back, smash into the back of these infantry engagements. I think we haven't done too bad in this battle actually. And we want to do as much damage as possible since they are outside of the settlement right now. So I'm going to make sure that I chase them down, whilst also applying a bunch of invocations. I guess I may as well just put Spirit Leech on these. I will kill off a few of them at least.
Vampire, lead them.
Put a Spirit Leech on that guy.
Immortals die.
And we shall charge into him as well. I need Isabella to come back and provide an invocation.
Give us blood.
I'm not sure I killed that Orc Shaman. Should be fine though.
Isabella von Carstein.
We'll just speed things up. Make sure we're fully invocated. Might have time for one more. Whatever this unit is, the Goblin Big Boss is very slow, but it is giving me the chance to top off these units, which is very nice. Good, we'll end the battle there. And that was a rather quick battle. I think it was probably because I was actually microing everything rather well. In the sense that there wasn't really a time when any unit was out of combat, which is good. Unless of course it was purposefully supposed to be. So that's taken out a bunch of the units already for us. And I guess I may as well take the replenishment if I'm going to be using the army again. Although I can actually attack this army again, which will draw out the garrison and kill them. And then I can just occupy the settlement. Simple as that. Murder the captives this time. Hopefully I don't have enough movement now to take Kalakazul as well. Good. We don't even have to fight for it. Just occupy it. Lovely. We'll get rid of the Abyssal Wood. We don't need that. We can grab the Ghost Fence in here. And I will also grab a Gibbet. We will put the Awakened Battlefield, and the last slot will go towards a Vampire Crypt. Right, let's have Vlad take Black Iron Mine. That's probably going to be an auto-resolve. Yep. Nice and easy. And that's another level 2 settlement. Get rid of the Defiled Ken. Good. Very nice indeed. The only one we need now in the Desolation of the Gash is Spiked Peak.
I will alone.
Have a look at Warmond. So I was originally having Warmond head north, but with Admiral Verikath here, I feel like we should probably actually head south. So I'm gonna
Shadows.
zoom all the way back down with full speed into Bilbali, because not only will that provide me with the public order there, but I'll also be able to intercept this Black Ark at some point. And if that's just an army of Black Ark Corsairs and Dread Shards, or Dark Shards, then I should be able to kill them. Make sure we get the Corpse Pile building at Bilbali. I guess I could maybe go for the Gibbet, but no, we're going to go for the Corpse Pile, because it looked as though they were going to go towards Bilbali, and I'd rather that not be the case.
Now.
I've got to be very careful with this engagement, because I want to attack Helisan, but I don't want Admiral Movar to sort of reinforce if I move on to the water. So I'm going to just go into Leonese for now, just to sort of cover that whilst we're building the Shady Township. And if I'm in movement range to attack Helisan in the next turn, I will. That's how I'm going to do that. Meanwhile, Millen's just going to wait. I'm pretty sure they're just building siege equipment. And Bernard, well, he may as well just march towards the Bay of Blades and take that, since it has no garrison. Bathilda is going to have another go at this chap, although we don't have enough money to do so. So we'll leave that for now.
Be important. Crypt key.
Just double checking. We need to move Richard.
Find me, channel pit.
And the imminent rebellion at Black Crag. Don't think we care about it. Nothing I can do about it regardless. Just jump into diplomacy quick. All these guys still like us because we're smacking the greenskins to oblivion. But there aren't many other friendly faces in the world right now.
Yes.
The Doomseekers are actually
A strange day. I find disgusting
potential
envoys
allies.
of vampires approaching me.
How much would it cost for them to attack Cult of Pleasure, I wonder? We'll have to try and do that at some point. But let's end the turn. We'll carry on. Greenskins, look at their strength bar. Once upon a time, the Greenskins were strong. Now they are not. Oh no, they managed to wound Bathilda. Can't kill a Banshee. Try and stab it with something, it would just go straight through. Maybe they use some magic to like banish it for a little while. Admiral Movar didn't actually move very much. A lot of pleasure coming back down the coast. There's another large army. Yeah, see, there's no way I can attack them while they're all together like that. That's just not happening. I will skip what Khemri's up to. I'm hoping they just wipe out the greenskins in the south, to be honest. Because I really can't be bothered to walk all the way down there with an army. I'm likely, or more than likely, to end up declaring war on them before doing that. Foolish Vainglory. And for more war fervor. And the assassination success there kind of sucks. Oh, these Skull Takers were just destroyed. Maybe because they didn't have any buildings there, there was just nothing they could do, so they just automatically got taken out. Very tempted to go pick up this mysterious island. Yeah, let's do it.
Strike out.
We'll do army will perform better on campaign. Ah, that was shit. I was hoping for maybe like upkeep cost reduction.
This better be important.
That would have been nice.
Seas of blood.
Oh well.
This suits my cause.
Let's just full speed it round to the Bay of Blades and then we'll colonise that next turn. As for Adeline, we're maxing out tenacity? Guessing we are. It's in Warman's army. Time for Warmand to now move towards Admiral Velikath. Let's get a little close and see what's actually in the army if we can. It is Black Ark Corsairs, Dread Spears, Dark Shards, Reaper Bolt Thrower. It's actually a pretty nasty Black Ark army. Not gonna lie.
Follow me.
But Warman's is better, so we should be fine. Assuming that their leader doesn't have some insane weapon strength or something. Doesn't look like it for now. Right, we have a lot of cash, mainly because we have deleted a bunch of buildings, so let's make sure that we replace the buildings here first. We'll grab the Awakened Battlefield. And I am very tempted to build the Vampire Crypt straight away, the extra public order, so I am going to do that. And we'll start building the Corpse Scarlet Black Iron Mine.
Vlad von Carstein.
Also, it's worth doing it whilst Isabella and Vlad are in the province, because I think it does reduce the builder costs quite significantly. Actually, it's not by that much. It's normally 12,000, I think, so we only get a little bit off. Anyway, Vlad can zoom on down, so can Isabella. Let's just have Isabella go to the border. Actually, no, let's just go straight to Spike Peak. I don't think there's too much of a garrison there, so we don't have to worry, even if some of these units are a little low. And I might even be able to have Vlad just leave Black Iron Mine as well, and maybe head towards like Dringo Rakaz. Looks like Scar Blightbringer got a whiff of what we're up to, so has decided to move away. Yeah, let's just have Vlad move down. We'll march him into Kalak Azul for now. Because I still need to spread the vampiric corruption at the end of the day, so he can help with that for the time being. Meinrad is just going to have to stay where he is, unless I move back up to L'Anguille, but L'Anguille at least has walls, and the small army is not going to be doing anything there regardless, so that's fine. Misnar's still okay, and Torkarauli still not attacked. Are we losing units yet? No. The attrition has not kicked in yet. We can take Kalagdron. Let's just auto-resolve that. We've watched these skeletons kill things too many times now. And we'll occupy it. Nice. Campaigner for him, which is extra campaign map movement range. I'm very glad about that. I will grab the gibbet. I'll delete that building. And then this last slot, we will want to build the Awakened Battlefield at some point. But Rudiger, he's going to be coming around dealing with this rebellion. Max out Dark Pact. I'm not going to raise another dead, actually, just because we have Richard on his way up. And by the time that Rudiger gets round here to Black Crag, he can join the army, which is good timing. In Black Crag, the garrison is reasonable, not crazy, but this army is going to be pretty rough. How are the units doing? Karazakarak, I think they're all good. That is everything. We just have a commandment available now at Death Pass. We're going to go for the Harvest Corpses just to get the extra cash, since the Rebellion should sort out our public order. And so should obviously building all of these new buildings. Good. Let's end the turn. Now where's that going to be having a go at Khemri? It's good that the Greenskins are still putting up a lot of a fight down south. Like, that's really good.
Most welcome.
We still don't want a military alliance. Maybe I should kill the Wood Owls first. I'll check who their allies are, and if they're not allied with Khemri, I might just be able to attack them and take them out next after the Greenskins. Then once the Wood Elves are dead, we can fight Khemri. Or we could just go all out and defeat the Dark Elves. That could be a smarter move. May as well destroy the last defenders at some point. They're very much cornered, so it wouldn't be too hard. Is Admiral Verakath going to attack my army? No. No, he is not. That's a good thing, because it means that they are unlikely to win the battle, as otherwise they would have attacked us, thinking that they could. Those two armies are hanging around together, but they are taking a lot of attrition. Is a peace treaty worth it? I'm not so sure. Because they're nearly dead, right? I'm not even sure where the last settlements are. I think they maybe have a settlement near Kemri. Yeah, down where the camera's going. At Kofa, I think that's probably one settlement of theirs. So maybe after we take the one in the mountains, we can have peace. Karakzorn is going to be sieged. The amount of times that settlement's been handed over to each side now is ridiculous. Right, Eastern Badlands is going to rebel. And we've got Milland von Sinkler with the extra campaign map movement range. Same with Warmond, that's nice. Let's just have a look at this imminent rebellion. Oh, that's at Calicut Peaks. And we actually haven't built up the buildings here yet, so I might have to send Vlad back. Yeah, we need to make sure that we're building the Awakened Battlefield and stuff there. Same with the walls at Valea's Sorrow eventually. Let's move back into that province. Not going to stop the rebellion, but we can kill it straight away. Isabella can just auto-resolve Spike Peak. And we will occupy it. We need to get rid of both of these buildings. And then probably sit there for a little while. I am going to have Count Ewald go for Crooked Fang Fort. I think Skaven's still there. But we can take that. Great. So I'm going to grab that while I can. And we will spend the growth to upgrade that. Nice. Last settlement I need in the Eastern Badlands is Drengorakaz. It looks like Kalakaz Gal should be happy, even without Count Ewald there. Let's just whack in the Balefire Brazier. That's all good. Very nice. Taking a lot of settlements very quickly. And now what we're going to do is wipe out another Black Ark. Might be a little easier said than done. Yeah, this Calibdis and Warhydra might be problematic. The Calibdis especially because it's anti-large, so it technically counters my Blood Knights, although my Blood Knights will counter it as well. We'll see what happens. Let's fight this on the battle. We do have a dragon, so, I mean, there is that. I think the main thing will be getting the Vargeist into the back line so that the Dark Shards can't do too much damage. Because the Dark Shards do have armor-piercing missiles, I think. And what I'm going to do, we're going to create 2 melee groups. And we're just going to give them orders, like locked control group orders, up onto the hill, and then we will give them attack orders. Hopefully that will work out. Right, this can be group 1. Actually, let's make that group 2. And this one can be group 1. Right, then we'll have Blood Knights of Eric Reavers on the right side. A couple of Blood Knights on the left side. And we've got our Vargeists and our Lords. Good. Let's gamble for more wins. Nice. That's a lot of power reserve we got there. Start the battle. And off we go. Wow, why is that so dodgy? I have no idea. Okay, that fixed it. Up we go. Get the horses on the flanks. I'm not going to move up my Vargas just yet. We'll move them up a little, maybe. On the left side, we'll do that. I could maybe have Warmond move up though. His breath attacks do work well on these dense formations, so guess I may as well attack them while I can. The artillery at the moment trying to hit our Blood Knights and also these Graveguard here. Yeah, this is the Calibdis, the anti-large, very nasty. And then we've got the War Hydra, which is your standard beast with 5 heads, not the old mangled heads. And that breathes fire as well, I believe. So that's going to be pretty nasty. And the idea with the breath attacks is actually to hit the dark shards. But if they all look towards me, then I'm not sure I'm going to do that. That seems like a waste. I think they just tried to dark conduit me. That didn't work. Regardless, let's have these Blood Knights continue to get a little bit closer. I'm happy to tank some shots with my Lord here anyway, so that's fine. Okay, let's now put a breath attack in, because they've all decided to bunch up. It's going to do a lot of damage, because these guys aren't that armoured. Here we go. Utterly ridiculous. Okay, let's charge in. We need to have these guys charge in as well. I could probably smash into the Black Ark Corsairs. Let's have one unit stay out wide. Then we need to have this one come in and attack the Calibdis. And we need to have our Vargai start working their way over here. Let's get an invocation down onto these forces, since they've taken a lot of damage.
Mortis engine, now! An ancient power is rising.
And we will push down into the Calibdis there. Where are my Blood Knights? Actually, we're just gonna push past. I think Verix Reavers can deal with the Black Ark Corsairs. They are anti-infantry. I do want to take out these Dark Shards if I can. I guess I do have the Vargeist that can slam into them, but I'll give them a charge, why not? These units initially took quite a bit of damage, but we're not doing too badly at the moment. We'll get another invocation going. These units aren't really doing too much. Yeah, let's have the Vargolf just go and smash into the Reaper Bolt Throwers. And I'll have this unit that's flying around just go into the Reaper Bolt Throwers as well. Good.
Undead knights, swiftly.
Right, let's break off with Verix Reavers. Maybe I can get a charge in with the Blood Knights, and then we can charge into the back of them with Verix Reavers again. Now the Calibdis is nearly dead. Yep, it's now dead. We'll take off with Warmond again, since he does have the breath attack available. We'll have the Blood Knights now just run through the Black Ark Corsairs towards the War Hydra and take that on.
Lord of
Meanwhile, I need to find a decent target for my breath attack. Maybe just melt the bleak swords. Maybe if we break off with our units, we can get a clean shot in there. It doesn't look like it. I'm probably better off just landing at this point. Actually, I could breath attack the Lord. See that? And we'll buff up Warmond and have him just dive on in. Okay, let's get the units that are low on health together. Pretty much my entire front line. Because the battle is ending. Although saying that, I do want to make sure that I am running these guys down. Just because last time I didn't run them down on a Black Ark battle, we got screwed. And the army survived. Let's just ungroup these. Makes it a lot easier. And we'll come back together.
The cattle rise against us.
And we'll start invocating now. Just because I'm not sure I'm going to have time otherwise. Saying that, we might not need to. Actually, I don't know. It depends whether or not we kill off the army or not. Because if we don't, then we want as much health as we can so that I can click auto-resolve and not have to worry about losing a unit. Whereas if the army doesn't die, or does die, sorry, I can just move back into a settlement and take replenishment that way. So this wouldn't matter. But I think it's worth doing just in case. There we go. Great victory. Managed to heal up a lot of it in the end. The Black Ark Corsairs are pretty decent in melee combat, which is why they chunk through the Graveguard quite nicely. We managed to shut down the ranged forces relatively well. Well, let's take the 1400 dark magic. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, that didn't destroy them, so we will have to just do it again, auto-resolve, and that's why I did the invocation. Yes. Okay, we'll take more money from that. Perfect. Right, we can now go all the way back to build barley. Jump in there. Get maximum replenishment. Perfect. That worked out really well. Vilmus Gorst has leveled up. Let's give him Deadly Blade now. All the way over here at Crooked Fang Fort.
This better be important.
And also level up Count Ewald. We can max out the Guile and Glamour now so that we can continue to spread that juicy vampiric corruption. At the Misty Mountain, let's spend the money on upgrading those walls. And let's just jump around quick, because we've got Millen still being sieged, Meinrad's just chilling at Leonese, although I'm tempted to like move over to Torquerala with Meinrad.
This will fail. No.
Oh, this army is going to be nasty, isn't it? That's a lot of Blackguard and Agarond. And Bernard. Bernard's the last one. Let's just jump him into the Bay of Blades. Oh, I don't have enough to colonize it. Let's just search the ruins then. Rubric of the Old One, solitude is always desired. I think it's this one. Yep. And that's going to give us a Dawnstone. Nice. Yeah, we can't colonize it this turn. That would kind of be cheating if we got the money from doing that and then used it straight away to colonize. That would be cheeky. Right, well, commandment is available at the destination of Agash, so let's do that. We'll just throw it straight into Harvest Corpses, I think. Since I'm likely to have Isabella stay there for the time being. Unless I maybe send Isabella south to kill off the last defenders. Could be quite an easy target. Let's go into our diplomacy and we will see who is friends with who. So the Wood Elves, they are friends with Khemri. So we're not going to be able to declare war on them without being at war with Khemri, which really sucks.
Nehekara rises from the sands.
The Rakaf dynasty is not allied with the Wood Elves, but that doesn't really make much of a difference.
To war.
What about the Doomseekers here? Doomseekers, we might actually be able to declare war on the Cult of Pleasure now. If I offer them enough money. Let's just offer them all of my money. Okay, it's going to cost a bit more. I'm surprised that they like me, these dwarves, since I did wipe out their brethren. Right, there is going to be the rebellion at Calacape Peaks, I'm well aware of that. And Rudiger. Oh, now he's taking Calac Dron. He needs to head back round to Black Crag, so that's what we're going to do with him. I would build the corpse pile, but I can't afford it. What was I going to build here? What I am tempted to do in Rudiger's army is maybe get a few Graveguard. Might help out if I want to deal with this army of Varkolfs. Yeesh. I might need Vlad's army to take care of that one.
Von Carstein.
Yeah. How many Vargolfs was that? 5 Vargolfs. Yeah, that's something for Vlad to do. So Rudiger will not be needed, but at least he's going to catch up to Richard finally. Right, let's end the turn. It's a Crooked Moon Rebellion, look at that. Something a bit different. Qatar got sacked.
We have much to discuss, and thou art.
Yeah, let's not do that. How about you just give me some money? That sounds fun, doesn't it? Never mind.
A true diplomat can hide much behind a silvered word.
A peace treaty with Norska. Yeah, that's a solid no.
A true diplomat can hide much.
And the last defenders ended their non-aggression pact with me. Well, it seems as though
bandy words with the weak.
I'm gonna be forced into battle with the last defenders at some point. But this is interesting. A peace treaty offered by the Cult of Pleasure. I'm tempted to take it so that I can sort of secure the continent and wipe out Khemri and the Wood Elves without having to worry about being attacked by the Dark Elves. It is extremely tempting. But the only reason that like the Dark Elves would be offering me a peace treaty is if they're on the back foot. No, we're going to continue the war. Yeah, the reason we're going to continue it is because if I finish the war with the Greenskins, then I can just focus on wiping out the Dark Elves, and the Dark Elves have, I think, a lot more valuable settlements, especially like Ulthuan in general, that I'd rather take than be at war with Khemri right now. I'll probably just have a couple of armies head south to wipe out the last defenders and the last of the Greenskins, and then the rest can head westward towards the Dark Elves. Jared's errantry army has declared war on us, and Black Crag is under siege. Taskmaster for Rudiger. That is okay. I think it's time to deal with Duke Jared. Shame that Richard won't be in the army. Actually, I guess maybe he could be, but I don't think we have time. I'll probably just recruit something nice and nasty for this army, like some Blood Knights, and just kill off Duke Jared. Surround him with skeletons and just beat him to death. Sounds like fun. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So that's going to have to be in the next episode. We'll get bloody with Duke Jared. But that's all for now. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.